Yay. Okay, that's a good sign.
I just needed my help.
Yeah, I needed your good
Okay, to hit
good
back to
vibes.
Instagram. Okay, we're live.
All right, we're live. Perfect. I'm gonna start recording. Okay, so I want to start off by saying that this is not going to be your typical meditation. I am not a really great meditation guide per se. Today kind of feels a little bit more like a battle than a meditation. Some of you, if you've been with me for a couple of years now, you will be very well aware of the battles that we've had, and I'm talking full-on astral battles. And I don't think it's going to be like that, but I also don't think it's going to be kind of a passive meditation like probably a lot of you are used to. This is going to be quite active, okay? Now, I want to go over my intentions with all of you to begin with, just so that we're all on the same page as far as what this is going to be. I also want to let you know that if you happen to be driving, if you happen to be, I don't know, answering emails, if you happen to be with your kids while you're listening to this, that is totally okay. And I know that your soul, I mean, even just part of your presence here is enough for your soul to be with us and doing the work with us. So just know that if you're unable to close your eyes and follow along the guidance, that's okay, because you're going to be doing the work regardless. That being said, because this is so intense, all right? I mean, 2 hours ago, I got hit with intensely heavy energies, and I was kind of concerned. I'm like, where is this coming from? And immediately there's already, I don't know if I want to call them attacks or just energies that don't want us to do this, which also leads me to another point. It is very common to have technical issues and glitches during an event like this. So please be patient, bear with me, and know that the work is going to get done. I also wanted to mention before I get to the intention setting that I have my, let's call it my earthbound team, that is on a couple of different things. I have a friend of mine, Rosa, who is doing a sound bath during. I have my friend Hayden, who is running programs on the Spooky 2 machine to protect all of us. And I have my friend Sharma, who is also here to protect all of us. So protection is really key. And we're going to go over just a little bit of a protection mechanism too, before we kind of dive in. So just keeping that in mind, that I've got individuals in place who are helping to essentially hold the space so that we can do the work. Okay. So my intentions, this is not just about Hawaii. There is, let's call them crimes against humanity. There are crimes against humanity that are taking place all over planet Earth right now, as we speak. And this is Hawaii is honestly just the tip of the iceberg. And I hope that what happened there, and actually what I've channeled in my Hawaii video, was that it is meant to be, I don't want to say a sacrifice, it's meant to be an awareness point for humanity. Humanity needs to start to wake up and realize that there is a battle going on, and we need to start actively participating in that battle. And that's why today's meditation, it's not going to be as fluffy as maybe you've been in other meditations before. Okay. So, yeah. So here are my intentions. First and foremost, yes, we are going to go over to the land of Maui. We are going to check in with the land. We are going to cross over all of the spirits, especially the children who are stuck there. And I was doing some portal work last night, and It's really, really, really devastating. And I'm hoping to stay objective, so that I can lead and not get emotional. But yeah, we're gonna do some crossing over. My second intention is that we're gonna activate portals all over the planet, ushering in a rapid awakening so that the crimes against humanity end. We need to get people waking the fuck up and aware of what is happening in order to allow Hawaii to be the last of these crimes. Yeah. And then after those two intentions, I went to the Galactic Federation, specifically the Security Council, and I actually talked to them last night. And I asked them, is there anything else that I'm missing? Is there anything else that we need to be doing today while we have thousands of people? And I also want to mention that you don't have to be here live in order to watch this and help the planet. So this is not necessarily a live event. This is something that no matter where you are in the world, no matter when you're watching this, you can support, help out, follow along, and do the work. Okay. And the Galactic Federation did mention a third intention, and I thought this was pretty brilliant. And they said that the last thing that we need to be covering today is activating the individual participant into the highest vibration so that the collective can shift faster. So we're going to be healing and clearing Maui. We are going to be activating portals to shift and help the collective. And then we're going to be activating all of you individually, once again, whether you're watching this live or the replay, in order to speed up the awakening and help everyone ascend to the highest vibration. Okay. Once again, if you've never participated in one of my astral battles before, I want to kind of give you a lowdown on what this is going to be. So essentially today, I'm going to be directing all of us together to align to these three intentions. And I'm going to do it intuitively. I've got a couple of high-level notes of things that I want to go over and cover with each intention. But it's whatever comes through is meant to align to those intentions. Today, I'm going to be your eyes. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be remote viewing the planet, the portals. I'm going to be remote viewing all of you. I'm going to be remote viewing Hawaii. But as I do so, you are all going to be with me. Now, that being said, some of you, for the first time ever, may have a full-on experience of seeing what we're doing, of being there. If you are able to close your eyes and tune in and follow along with us, then there's a good possibility that you have an experience today that you maybe have never had before. And these are some of the experiences that I've heard in my previous battles. So keep that in mind. So even though I'm going to be seeing everything and explaining everything, you are going to be right there with all of us doing this too. Like I said, if you're driving, if you're working, if you're playing with your kids and you're just listening to this, and you're passively participating, your soul is still being called into action. You would not be here listening to this in this very moment if your soul, gives me full body chills, was not so ready to do this, so ready to go. And that's the beautiful thing about being a quantum being. You could be cooking dinner right now and your soul is in battle. You're activated. You're doing the portal work. Okay. So please keep that in mind. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and get started. So first, let's just close our eyes and take a couple of really deep breaths. I want you to begin by letting go of all of the thoughts, any of the stress, any anxieties, any attachments, any fears, any worries. Just let them go right now. As you inhale pure white light energy. And with this energy, you are fully protected in the highest vibration by crystalline frequency. And as you exhale anything that is no longer serving you, any drama, any stress, any attachments, any negative thoughts, any people, any situations. Just go ahead and let them go right now in this moment. I want you to imagine a cord going from the base of your spine all the way down, connecting you to the center of planet Earth, to Mother Gaia's crystalline core. As you go through this meditation, you will continue to be connected, grounded, safe, and protected. And now I want you to imagine a cord that goes from the top of your head all the way to the center of the universe, connecting you directly to source frequency. This will provide you infinite energy, nourishment, pure unconditional love frequency, and the highest vibration that will allow you to shift, allow the planet to shift, and allow us to heal what has been broken. I want us now to all leave our bodies, understanding that these cords will connect us infinitely and cannot be severed or torn. Go ahead and just drift out of your body, up and up, out of your house, out of your room, out of your car, out of wherever your body is right now in this moment, higher and higher, until you reach just above Earth's atmosphere. And as you see yourself there, you're not alone. There's many of us, in fact, thousands of us that are all leaving our bodies from all over the world to join up in this very sacred space. And as we are all here and continuing to join, the beautiful part about doing this work is that it is not contained by space or time. People who are joining after, people who are watching this in a month from now are all also joining in this moment. And on top of all of the galactic starseeds, the humans, us who have decided to volunteer to be here, I also want to call in the Ascended Masters, the Galactic Guardians. I want to call in the Archangels. I want to call in the Elementals, the Etherics, and any other being who wants to help in this moment. It is now time to reclaim planet Earth, and it's time to move forward in the highest timeline that serves everyone. I'm taking a look around and I see this group. It's interesting because I can see the humans, the starseeds, and I can tell that it's you because I see all of your grounding cords to planet Earth. It's like a tether. And then I see all of these galactic groups starting to pop in. And they're not tethered to planet Earth. They're coming from other places, distant galaxies, other dimensions. I see the angels surrounding us in this shield of protection of this energy. And the top of my head is just tingling, it's on fire. I'm just going to give it a couple more seconds to allow others to join. Okay, I'm being called to get all of us to activate our warrior spirit, our armor. If you didn't already know, as a soul, your light body has armor. Sometimes it looks like a cool outfit. Sometimes it looks like an energetic shield. Sometimes it comes in a different color. I want you to activate your armor in this moment. This armor will protect you in the highest vibration. Nothing can harm you or affect you. And if you also didn't already know, you have weapons. You have light weapons. And although sometimes they look like a sword or a dagger or even a ball and chain and a variety of different weapons, one of my light weapons is a white light tornado that I use to suck a lot of, darkness up. Light weapons can come in all shapes and forms, but even though they may look like traditional weapons, the white light that is associated with these weapons is the purest light in the universe. Therefore, when they interact with any darkness, they will immediately transmute that darkness. That is how light weapons work. And I want you to go ahead and bring your light weapons out now in this moment. I want you to activate them. All right. Let's go ahead and make our way over to Maui, to this beautiful island that has been absolutely devastated. I see us all now hovering above the island in this group, and everyone's very activated, raring to go, very pumped up. I can see swirling energy, sparkles around some. I see actual weapons around others. The first thing that I want to do is I want to direct, just like the elites have used direct energy weapons, I want to go ahead and direct our light into Maui, just raising the vibration. I want to surround the island with pure white light energy. I see a lot of light bodies with their arms stretched out, directing their pure white light. I can see them. I can see all of you taking that white light from source through your light body into Maui. I can see the shifting energy of Maui. I can see that there's already been a lot of other light workers that have done work on Maui, but it takes a force, it takes a group to really move forward. I can see some, I don't know what to call them, dark entities on Maui. It's like after the fires, they came and they've been protecting or guarding. They've been wanting to hold the frequency low. So there's not many of them. There's only about 4 or 5, but they're pretty big. Yeah, they're not actually reptilians. They're something different. Let's go down now. Let's actually go to the island. Let's get grounded on the island itself. And let's just go ahead and transmute these giant dark entities. Yeah, there's 5 of them. And they're spread out all around the island, just on the outskirts. I can see us now dividing and working on these giants, and they're huge. They're like 20, 30 feet tall. I don't know what they are. Yeah, I don't recognize them. And just emit pure white light, pure unconditional love. As a matter of fact, the more we can be grateful for these entities, the faster they will transmute. One of them is already leaving. Two of them have left. There's 3 left, and they're battling. They're fighting back. It's beautiful. I can see just these groups of astral bodies battling these giants. It's quite surreal. One of you has 2 swords, one in each hand. One of you is like a conjurer. I don't know how else to say that. Like you're working with energy and then pushing it. What else is going on? Interesting. One of you is how do I say this? Like it's like you're making yourself really large too, just the size of one of these entities. They're fighting. So 2 of them left, 3 of them are fighting. Once again, holding this space of gratitude. A lot of you are just emitting your frequency, emitting your love into them, and they're fighting back. I hear the words, "This is our land." Oh. Keep going. For those of you who are not battling, go ahead and put your astral hands on the ground of Maui and funnel in the highest frequency from source into the island. I want you to imagine plants and trees. I want you to imagine portals opening back up because they have been shut down. I want you to imagine Maui growing back and thriving faster, more beautiful, more sacred than ever before. We need to show the powers that be that we are not going to take this sitting down, that we are ready and willing to stand up, push back, and fight for our land, for our rights, and for the future of humanity, because that is what this is. This is a battle for the future of humanity, and enough is enough. We can't let this continue. I see more joining us from all over the world. These souls are coming in. Okay, there's now only 2 left, 2 of these weird guardian entities. One has transmuted and the other 2 are still fighting. I'm going to go ahead and look at the souls on Maui. I want to see where they're at. I want to see these children who are missing. I want to see how they're doing. There's just absolute devastation. There's just no other way to put it. There are a lot of children who have passed on in those fires, and they have not crossed over. A lot of them have not. They are lost. They are shouting. They are stuck still in their homes, or at least what used to be their home. I'm going to go ahead and open up a white light portal right in the middle of Maui. I'm going to ask all of the spirit guides, the higher selves, the galactics, to come in, the guardian angels of these souls to come in and ask them to cross over. And immediately there's a pushback, especially from the adults who have passed. Especially the indigenous. They're saying, "This is our land and I am not leaving." And I'm just telling them that they're not leaving. They're simply transitioning to a higher state, and they can come back and they can help and they can support the growth of the land. After they cross over, they can come back. But don't get stuck here in this dark place of despair and destruction. You deserve to move on. And if I can get the adults to cross over, then maybe the children will as well. Everyone's hesitant. No one wants to. The battle's still happening. Some of you are just giving back to the land. Okay. Let's now divert some of our attention into the souls that are stuck here. They're resistant, and I understand why. And the pain is just so intense. There's one spirit here who's crossed over in the fire, passed on in the fire, and he's saying, the beauty is lost. He's looking at the land. He's saying the beauty is lost. And I'm telling him it doesn't have to be, that he can be a part of regaining that beauty. Okay. I've got Archangel Michael here, and he's giving this message to the group and these souls who are stuck. He's telling them what I've been telling them, that they can cross over and help and assist. And as a matter of fact, they are needed. The children who have been lost in the fire, they're needed. They're needed at this time. Now, so more than ever. There's a man. He's quite a large man. He looks indigenous. He looks Hawaiian. And he passed in the fire. It feels like he went back in to save someone. It could have been a child or multiple. And he perished. And he feels like a leader. Like he feels like he was some sort of community leader or activist, or he was very well known and very, very respected. So I'm talking to him, and he's the one who doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave his land. And he doesn't want to leave the children. And I'm telling him, and Archangel Michael is telling him that it's okay to cross over so that he can come back, so that he can help support in a different way. And I think if he crosses over, then the kids will too. Just going to work with him for a second. There's only one of these entities that are left. The other just left. He didn't cross over, or he didn't transition. He just left, this other entity. Okay. He doesn't know if he's like, is this safe? Is it safe to do so? And I said, yes. He's just unsure. Okay. I told him to take my hand and that we would go into the white light together. And he called over, I want to say it was his son. He looks maybe about 6 to 8 years old. And he perished too. And I think that that's what this man was going back for. He was going back to save his son. And as I took this man's hand, he called in his son to take his other hand. Oh, okay. Okay, he stepped into the white light, and then he immediately popped back into Maui. And I told him he could do that he wasn't going anywhere, but he was just transitioning his own vibration. But oh my God. So this man is now calling the rest of the spirits who have been devastated by the fire, and he's telling them that it's safe, that it's okay. for them to go into the white light. And they're all very like cautious. They don't know what to think. Okay, he's ushering them in. And they're starting to go. There's a lot of them. There's definitely a lot of them. There's like, I mean, hundreds. I would say 800 or 900 spirits that are there, if not more. Yeah, and some crossed over right away. All right, they're starting to hop into the portal. The other dark entity has now left. So Maui is clear. It's clear of darkness. And the spirits are just, they're coming through and then they're popping back out. Wow. The ones that are popping back out of the portal, they're starting to form this circle all around Maui. And it's like they have decided to be guardians for the land. Okay. I need to tell them something. I need to tell these spirits something. I'm just going to verbalize it as I communicate it to them. We need to allow what happened to Maui to be the last crime against humanity. We need to wake the rest of the world up. We need to make them aware of what happened here, that this was not natural, that this is not okay. We need to let the powers that be know that they cannot keep doing this, that we will not stand by, that we will not allow this to happen, that we will actually stand together, especially for the marginalized groups on planet Earth. We need to let them know that we care and that they cannot get away with this. Okay. The last of the spirits are just going through the portal. This man and his child are still there. He's standing right beside the portal, making sure that no one's left behind, everyone's there. And it seems like he's going to be a leader for these spirits to help bring back the beauty of Maui and the sacred knowledge and to make sure that this did not happen in vain and that the message is spread far and wide on planet Earth. Okay, I want us all to come back together. Let's find ourselves just above Maui once again. And as you look down, you can start to see this ring of souls that have now crossed over, that are all starting to hold hands and circle Maui. Oh my God. They're singing. I don't know what they're singing. They're singing, and it's raising the vibration of Maui. And there's no longer any sort of dark entities there. Okay. 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 Let's move away from that. We've got the souls who are there helping the land. Let's go back up to Earth's atmosphere. Let's come together again, move over to Earth's atmosphere. Okay, and I want everyone to put their light weapons away. You can keep your armor on. Take a couple of deep breaths. Bring in that source energy once again. Revitalize your soul. Raise your frequency. Okay. There are large vortexes, portals, all around planet Earth, in very sacred sites all around planet Earth. Hawaii was one of these massive portals, these chakras of the planet. I want us to now all divide ourselves evenly. And I want you to find yourself still just around planet Earth, just around the atmosphere. But I want you to find yourself in a specific location around planet Earth, right near one of the biggest portals of planet Earth. Divide yourselves evenly. And as you find yourself at this place, you don't actually need to go down to planet Earth to do this work. I want you to take your astral hands. I want you to bring them down, and I want you to lock them in to the grid of Mother Gaia, of planet Earth. I want you to connect to that portal. Some portals are active in a high vibration. Some portals are completely deactive. And I want you to be a conduit for pure white light, for source frequency. I want you to now, in this moment, bring in the highest frequency in the universe, bring it through your astral body, and plant that energy into the grid, the consciousness grid, into the portal that you have been drawn to. I see all of these, like, I don't know how to describe them, almost like explosions or like pops of frequency, almost like looking at a volcano erupting, kind of, not really. It's almost like there are portals that have not been connected to source in a very long time. And by doing this work around planet Earth, we are reconnecting these portals. We are taking the portal back. Either it's been disconnected, deactivated, or it's been taken over by the powers that be. There's a couple of the portals that have some darkness around them, but it's like they can't even come close to the vibration that we're emitting, which is great. No more battles are needed. Let's just stay here, continue to breathe, continue to bring in pure white light energy, continue to funnel that energy to the portals around planet Earth. And as we do this, I want us to imagine what the new Earth frequency is really, truly going to be. I want you to imagine that all homelessness is eradicated, all starvation is ended, all inequality is neutralized. I want us to imagine everyone on planet Earth having access to infinite information, having access to their own internal compass. I want you to imagine everyone on planet Earth having access to the basic necessities like food and water, fresh, clean water, and shelter. I want us to imagine that the children on planet Earth right now, that they hold the keys, that they are going to be coming through with no more ancestral trauma, that they are going to be coming through with solutions, with unity mindset, with the highest vibration, so that they can also help us do the work. I want us to plant these light codes in to the consciousness grid of planet Earth. Light codes where all disease, all cancers are eradicated, that everyone has access to free healthcare. And I'm talking real healthcare, things like med beds, light therapy, sound frequency therapy. I want us to all imagine the entire planet accessing their own higher frequencies, their psychic abilities, activating their DNA. Anyone who lives around these portals, anyone who is even simply questioning what is happening on planet Earth, now has access to these light codes, these frequencies, these activations, this internal compass that they have forgotten about. I want us all to imagine the doors of the Akashic records being opened and all of the knowledge stored being accessible to everyone, no matter what lifetime, no matter what timeline, no matter what lesson, we all have access to all of it. I want us to imagine that we are no longer limited by space, time, by the linear aspects of this world. I want us to imagine everyone in this moment being deprogrammed from the matrix, letting go of attachments, material, letting go of mass media, letting go of news networks. I want us to all imagine the mainstream world, those who are not awakened, getting this ping of energy, this little seed that is planted, a seed of questioning, a seed of awareness, a seed of higher consciousness, a seed that no longer needs a body in order to grow and develop. I want you to bring these light codes in from source and gift them to everyone on planet Earth. It is no longer up to the Galactic Federation, spirit guides, elementals, ascended masters, angels. It is no longer up to anyone else to do this work for us. And by humans, helping humans, we abide by the law of non-intervention. We allow the work to be done and completed. And anyone who is out there who is suffering, who is in pain, who is lacking in any capacity, I want you all to receive everything that you need in this moment, in the highest possible vibration. I want you to know that you are not alone, that you are here with all of us. And I want all of us to be now activated in our highest frequency, our highest DNA strand. I want us to be activated in our mastery so that we can go forth in this new earth frequency and heal and help and teach and guide everyone who is about to awaken. Yes, there are crimes against humanity occurring, but we will no longer allow that to happen. In this moment, we are standing up for our rights. We are coming together and we are forming the new earth through conscious choice, through simply observing this moment right here, right now. It has been done. It is so. We are anchoring that in and moving forward, questioning, awakening, ascending, opening up the third eye and your psychic abilities, activating the DNA comes with ease and grace. It comes fluently, divinely, and in full energetic alignment. Whatever it is that you need to align to the highest timeline, you now have. And as I say these next words, I want you to feel this deeply, intrinsically, divinely, powerfully. I am activated. I am healed. I am aligned. I am ready to serve. I am ready to receive. I am here for the highest timeline of all involved. And so it is. This is our time. And I am beyond grateful to be here with all of you at this time. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Now, some of you will want to stay at these portals just at a soul level. You may or may not feel it at a physical level. Some of you will want to come back into your physical bodies Do whatever you feel is needed in this moment. I am going to go ahead and keep my astral body at the consciousness grid. All of the ascended masters, the angels, the galactics, the elementals, the etherics, they are all around the grid of planet Earth, and they will remain there. I'm hearing for about the next 2 weeks, about 13 days, they are going to be there. And you are free to pop in and out of that. Allow yourselves to anchor this energy in over the next 2 weeks. One of the affirmations you can use is, I am ready to receive. And as you make this statement, you will receive those activations, those DNA upgrades. You will receive the highest vibration. And even though you may not be able to go out in this moment and awaken the world verbally, physically, with your action, just by ascending, just by making it to that next vibrational level, you are doing the work. You are transcending the planet. You are activating portals. You are helping. You are giving back. You are crossing over. You are doing that for planet Earth as you receive those light codes. Keep in mind that you may be extra tired. You may be extra energized. You may have extra vivid dreams. You may have weird visions. You may have glitches. This is all a part of shifting your vibration. Because you are here, you have decided to show up, not just for yourself, but for the planet. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes, feeling the activations, aligning those vibrations and frequencies and timelines to the present moment. Whether you are still at the grid or not, you are protected, you are grounded, and you are surrounded by crystalline energy. And just know that you will continue to do the work in your dreams, in your meditations, in your day-to-day life, as you're driving, as you're cooking, as you're working. You will continue to show up and be there for the planet because you now know what to do and what this earth needs. And I just want to thank all of you for being here once again, because we know that the planet needs it. And I am so grateful to be the bridge between that realm and this realm, and to help all of you connect to what really is going on. If you're interested in communicating with one another after this event, maybe you had an experience, maybe you saw something or felt something, and you want to communicate, you want to decompress, I recommend that you go over to the website, elizabethapril.com, go into the forum. I recommend the general forum. You do have to be signed in, but it's totally free. And communicate with each other, connect, talk about what just happened. And there might be some weird things that continue to happen over the next 2 weeks and potentially over the next couple of months. So this community is with you. We are for you. And it's important to know that even though you may feel lost or alone in your own life or your part of the world, you are the furthest from that. You are guided, you are protected, and you are a part of this community. So please connect with each other, decompress, talk about your experiences, connect with one another. And the work does continue. So I'm sending so much love to Maui. I'm so grateful they were able to cross over. I'm so grateful for this man who's there. And I recommend maybe sitting in meditation, burning some sage, being with crystals, doing some of that work afterwards will help you anchor in some of that energy. And that being said, once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you being here, taking the time out to help the planet, to help Maui, and to really end the crimes against humanity. This is our time, and we are currently reclaiming our power. Sending you so, so much love. And as always, I will see all of you in the new earth frequency. And so it is.